So I come from nothing, literally nothing, now to making 30, 40, 50, even $100,000 in one single day with doing probably a couple hours of work while I'm day trading. And this has literally turned into my new reality. As crazy as that might sound, it's even crazy for me to even be saying that right now, that this has become into my new reality thanks to trading. And I've been able to do this because I learned how to become a profitable trader. So in this video, I'm going to be teaching you all of the traits and necessities you need to become a profitable trader. And I can guarantee you it's not about having any special qualities, coming from family with money, having any degree. Literally 5.5 years ago, I was working at Dunkin' Donuts making minimum wage and pretty much just living paycheck to paycheck. And unlike other people, I have something that's very different. And that is my mindset and the way how I handle certain things. And that's unlike any other people. And I feel like the way that I handle certain things have helped me to get to the point where I am today. I'm going to be sharing that with you to see if I can help you get to a position like how I am or even better. And thanks to that, that's what allows me to be consistent. And it allows me to generate numbers like these, or even these on a daily or weekly basis with my trading. And the way of thinking, a little bit of other stuff that I'm going to drop is exactly what I want to share with you inside of this video so you guys can learn and grow on your own. These are the real traits of a profitable trader. And the first thing is stoic. You have to be 100% stoic. You can't let any little thing take you off. You can't be emotional. You have to be bulletproof. You can't let anything get you out of your focus and get you out of the center line that you're going to head to success. Now, obviously, I didn't have this major unbreakable stoic mindset that I have right now when I started 5.5 years ago in trading. This is something you develop over time. But I did have a winning mindset. I had a mindset that I'm like, you know what? I know losses are part of the game and I know I'm going to learn them and I know I'm going to get better. But a lot of people say that, but they don't really believe that inside of them. So I don't expect you to have the same stoic mindset that I do right now because I'm bringing the awareness of this to it right now. So as soon as you realize that you need to have a stoic mindset and I'm bringing this awareness to you, now you can start developing a stoic mindset to where if you take a loss, cool. I understand it's part of the process. If you win, cool. That's the reason why you took a trade. You're not supposed to have any emotions when you're trading at all. And again, this is something you're going to develop over time and you're going to get stronger. But the simplest way is that if you fall, don't look at your hands and be like, damn, look how dirty they got. Literally just get up and keep doing whatever you're doing. Don't even look at if you got 30, don't even look if you got hurt, just keep going. Because if you got up, that means you can still keep going. If you didn't get up, well, obviously there's a problem, but if you fall and you get up, don't even look back on why you fell. Learn from it, obviously, but don't reminisce on why you fell. Just realize that you fell because you messed up and then you move on and then you learn from it. Don't look how dirty your hands got, just stay stoic and keep pushing forward. And that leads me to my next point, which is having 100% ownership of what you are doing. So you need to have ownership of the good and of the bad. You can't just say, yeah, you know what, I bought that car because I made all that money. Well, you also have to have ownership, like, you know what, I lost that trade because I messed up. So there's something that I really had early on, and that was ownership. Whether I made the biggest mistake with a friend, whether I did the biggest mistake with a girlfriend, I realized I was the person making the mistake. I wasn't putting the blame on anybody else. And when I lost a trade, I put the blame on myself. I never blamed the market, whether I got wicked out by news, whether I got slippage, I placed the trade, so it's my fault.
So this is how we're currently looking on the account right now. We took the AUD CAD buys. And they weren't terrible buys, but I had explained to you guys yesterday how we had to wait for the break and retest. We had to wait for the break and retest of the neckline of the head and shoulders.
Now, when it comes to wins, I am the one that won because I took the trade. So I have ownership for everything that happens in my life. And that is why I accept what is going to happen, whether I lose or whether I win. And this extreme ownership is more important than you can actually think of. I can actually get 100 traders and I can give them the exact same strategy, literally copy paste strategy that every single trader, they have to check off a box before they take a trade. And they all take the same trades and obviously they go on their own. And the traders that don't have a stoic mindset or don't have 100% ownership for when they lose, if they lose, they will not be successful. Versus the traders that do, they will be successful. Because the traders that don't have 100% ownership and aren't stoic, when the strategy has its losing trades, which is normal, they're gonna blame the strategy, they're gonna blame something else, and then they're not gonna take ownership and they're not gonna be there again at the right mindset to take the next trade 100% clear and pretty much like if nothing ever happened. So I can guarantee you if I take 100 traders and I let them take the same trades and just let them run off on their own emotions, the people that are stoic and take ownership will be successful over the people that don't. And that leads me to my next point, which is photographic memory. So this is actually simpler than you can expect because for trading trading to be successful, you don't need to be good at math. You don't need to be a genius. You don't need to be an engineer. You don't need to have a degree, none of that stuff. I literally graduated high school and that's it. I didn't go to college. So people think that you need to be a mathematician to understand trading, that there's numbers behind it, there's calculations. There's not. It's just photographic memory. You just need to be able to notice the patterns that happen time and time and time again. You need to be able to see these patterns, realize that it's happening, that you've seen it in the past, and take the trade based off of what the pattern did the last time. That's it. If you see a head and shoulders constantly happen at the top of a resistance level, you know what's gonna happen because it's been seen hundreds of times in the past. Same thing with a double bottom and much more technical stuff. But you need to have a photographic memory because you need to know how to react to the market based off of how it did it last time. And the only way you could do that is if you visually remember. And if you don't remember, just take some screenshots on your computer, saves you a lot of time and memory space, if you will. And don't think you need to have some type of talent for this photographic memory. Like I didn't have it at all. I came up to trading with nothing, right? So you just need to have the willingness to see these patterns time and time again. Literally, go look at the computer and you're gonna see these patterns 100 times. And I can guarantee you, you're gonna have photographic memory now because it's a very simple line and it's a very simple pattern that repeats itself time and time again. So don't think you need to have a special talent to have this feature of a successful trader. And that leads me to my next point, which is time. In order for you to be able to actually see these patterns time and time again, you have to dedicate time into the markets. But not just an hour a day or 2 hours a day. Before you even decide how much time you're gonna put into the market, you need to realize where you are in your journey. Realistically, take a step back. Take a point of view of a third person, fourth person point of view. Where are you in your journey? Because at the beginning of the journey, very, very beginning, you need to put as much time possible into the market because you have to see these patterns time and time again. The only way for you to see these patterns happen and for you to get this photographic memory of what's happened, it's by putting time into the market. You cannot see these patterns play out time and time again without you sitting in front of the market 10, 12 hours a day. I did probably 12 to 15 hours a day just looking in front of the computer for the first 2-3 months of my journey. After 2-3 months, I realized like, wow, it's the same thing that happens time and time again. So with time, you will realize that you need to dedicate less time to the market. But you can't just come into the market with that mindset. I'm like, oh, I'm only gonna put in an hour a day when I'm free, or I'm only gonna do it on my lunch break. If that's the only time you have available, fair enough. But you need to realize that the more time you put in at the beginning, the more beneficial it will be for you because then you will know how much time you have to put into it in the future. Now, I'm probably at 30 minutes to an hour a day in front of the markets max. I don't need to see the markets any more time than that because again, I've obviously spent so much time in front of the markets that I understand when I have to be there versus when I don't have to be there. And the only way you will realize this is by putting time into this craft. Probably 4 or 5 months down the road, you don't have to be in front of the markets during certain sessions that don't have any volume. But the only way you will know this is if you put the time into the markets. And my next point is money. You need to have real money to make real results with little to no stress. Let me explain, let me get into detail with this. Let's be honest, like we're in the financial market, we're in the business of money. So you need money to make money. You need to have a good amount of capital so you're not always emotional and having a high risk approach to your account, which is pretty much prone to get blown. Obviously, you guys have seen, and if you haven't, I turned $100 into 300K, and everybody's like, well, I have $100 to start. I'm sure many people do, but that wasn't something to show you guys that you need a little bit of money to, grow an account. That was something to show you that you need the skill set. But a little bit more on that later in the video. That wasn't sustainable. I turned 100 to 300K in 3 months, and I blew it all in one single week. That was not sustainable at all. That was something that I did because I have the skill set of trading. But the moment that I entered a losing streak, since I'm risking so much of the account, I blew it like that. In one single week, 3 months worth of work went down the drain. So you need to have real money in order to make real results consistently. What I did turning 100 to 300K is not sustainable at all. It is literally something that you can do if you have the right skill set as a challenge or as something to perfect your craft, but you can't live off of something like that. You can't pay bills off of flipping an account, not at all. It's something that you can just do on your side time or something you can just challenge yourself to realistically. So you need to have money in order to make money money in this industry, whether you have personal capital, whether you seek investing, or you go get funded. Getting funded is the simplest route and is the reason why I am here today. There's many funding companies out there that have evaluation process. You guys know Rocket 21 has the easiest one-step evaluation and the easiest two-step evaluation process, where as little as $100 you can get access to a 5K account, which you have 90% profit split on. You literally don't have to put $5,000 of your own money. You put $100, you pass the challenge, and then you get your own account. So much easier. But in order for you to make money in this business, you have to have some type of money to make consistent results. Yes, you can flip an account, you can turn 100 to whatever you want, but it's not sustainable. You guys can use me as an example. I had 6 figures in my account and I blew it in a matter of 4 to 5 days due to the high risk that I was doing in order to scale the account to the point that I was in. Next is patience. So yes, everybody hears the word patience. You need to be patient, you have to wait. But it's the simple, plain truth. There's no way around it. Same way if you wanna go to the gym and you wanna get abs, you gotta be patient. You have to go every single week and you have to hit the crunches. I know it sucks, it's annoying, but over 6 months, you will have abs. But you gotta be patient. You can't expect to have abs the first week you go in. It's the same thing with trading. Just because it's your first week trading and you've seen 1,000 YouTube videos or you've put in I don't know how much time, you can't expect to have results right away. You need to be patient. And not only patience with just the craft and the journey as a whole, I mean patience even with the markets. Like just because you decide today you wake up and you want to go trade, that doesn't mean the market's gonna give you an opportunity. You have to go trade when the market gives you an opportunity. So you have to be patient. There's gonna be days where you might be 1, 2, 3, 4, even 5 days without trading. But that's the patience part because the market isn't giving you a good probability trade setup. And the only way you're going to succeed is if you're patient. You cannot go to the market whenever you want. You have to be there at the market, waiting, being patient until the market gives you a trade opportunity. This is so much more effective than you guys can even think. And not only patient before you take the trade, but patient when you enter the trade. So if you waited 2-3 days for a trade setup to align for you to take it that it meets your strategy, why should it hit your take profit within 30 seconds of you taking the trade? You have to set and forget. That's why I came up with the set and forget strategy. So you literally let the trade go to your take profit, let it take its time. Because if you waited 2 days for it to line up, you better wait 2 days for it to hit your take profit. So you have to be patient, not only with the craft, not only with trading, but with the actual trades themselves. You need to let the trades ride. Because if you're trading with the trend, you're gonna succeed, but that's a whole other topic within itself. Patience is key. So now you have the main traits to become a profitable trader, but now don't think that just now that once you're a profitable trader, you're Superman. Don't think you can never lose that badge. You can lose it as quick as you got it. Because traders, once they get that profitable trader badge, oh, I got a payout or I got funded, they think that they're set for life. Not at all. Tables can turn as fast as you got there to become profitable because traders get overconfident, traders get greedy, traders think that they're literally on the king of the world because they simply think that now that they're a profitable trader, they're gonna make money forever. And that is not the case at all. The markets will humble you. So you need to always be humbler than you can ever expect, because your skill set depends on how you are with your mindset. You can have the most bulletproof strategy, but if you don't have the right mindset to execute that strategy, it goes out the window. It literally does not matter. And that's why I am being so serious about this topic. You need to humble yourself as a trader, because as fast as you get that profitable trader badge is as fast as you can lose it. Because traders out here think that once you crack the code, it's cracked for life. And that is not the case at all. We are always reacting to what the market gives us. And the market is in constant change. If we want to be here 20, 30, 40 years of trading, you think the market is going to always stay the same? Not at all. That's why you have to have a respect for the market every single day you come to it. Don't ever think you're better than the market, because the market is literally giving you the opportunity to execute it. So don't think you cracked it and don't think you know what you're gonna do. And this is such key to traders because I've seen this happen multiple times. Traders get multiple payouts and then they think they're on the king of the world. And after the 3rd payout, they blow their account and they're 3 months without being able to pass the challenge because they forgot the mindset they had at the beginning of that, because now they think they turned into a new person. So make sure you guys keep that in mind. And last but not least, you need a strategy. Plain and simple. This is as simple as it's gonna get. Without a strategy, you will not succeed. Now, do not go out here and try to make your own strategy. When people say, oh, I'm trying to make my own strategy or I made my own, I'm like, I know it doesn't fucking work. I just know it doesn't work because the market is changing so much, and traders that base their strategy based off of back testing, I personally think it's never gonna work. I think it's set for failure because you're basing your strategy off of previous data and no emotion. You need to base your strategy off of real live markets and live emotion. Anybody can go and click the bar replay and go back and draw a couple of lines, but you go back to 2 years and you see 2 years worth of price in about 5 minutes. Are you gonna have enough patience to have 2 years to become profitable? Well, that's how long it's gonna take you to become profitable if you hit it every single day. But you will not be profitable just by going back and back testing and thinking now you have a profitable strategy because you tested it in the back testing stage. Not at all. You need to have a strategy that works now, that there's people that are using it right now and making money with it right now. That's why I always recommend my set and forget strategy. But not only that, you have to stick to it. You can't just get it and think it's plug and play. Not at all. Once you plug it, now you start playing with it, and then you need to learn how to adapt to that strategy as a person, because this strategy has been made to perfection, but you need to learn how to now you get used to applying the strategy day in and day out. Because I could guarantee you, a trader that tries to make his own strategy, it's not gonna work, and he's gonna end up hating trading. Trading is not supposed to be a hate relationship. Obviously it's a love-hate relationship at times because price goes up, price goes down, but I love it, you know what I mean? It gives me a great lifestyle, and it could give anybody a great lifestyle, because at the end goal is, if you respect the market and you respect yourself and you respect the strategy, the money's gonna come in by itself. It's literally just gonna get dropped into your bank account. And the most important key out of everything that I'm about to say right now is that you need to stay true to every single one of these things. Imagine all of this like an engine of a car. The engine of a car can't work if one of the spark plugs is missing or if one of the cables is cut. Everything else can be perfect. The car can have a brand new engine, transmission, gas, oil, intake. It can have everything perfect. But if it has one cable that isn't connected, the car simply won't start. Or it can turn on, but it won't stay on. So in order for you to run this engine, this machine of trading, everything needs to work to perfection. You can't not have one yes and one no. It simply won't work. Or it'll work for a little bit, but then it'll end up turning off. Or once you turn it off, once you stop trading for a week and then you come back, it won't work. Same thing as if a car is messed up, you do a little quick fix. It'll work for a week, but when you don't use it for a day, it won't turn back on, or it'll never drive the same. So this engine, this machine, you have to stay consistent and stay true to every single one of these points. And if you follow all of these tips, you're gonna have so much more advantage to your trading than I had when I started trading. Nobody made a video like this when I started trading. And my traders now, my students, that they use my set and forget strategy, not only with the stuff that I tell you, but I get on a call with them every single week and I show them the pairs that I'm trading. They're literally making anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 a week using my set and forget strategy. Literally the set and forget strategy, that is the technical analysis of my trading, along with the psychology series, the private Discord, and the weekly calls that I do with them. These traders are generating numbers like I never did when I started trading. So if you wanna know what set and forget actually is and what the set and forget strategy consists of, just click the link in the description below. I have a video for you there that explains everything in so much detail, because it's crazy that my students are making anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500, $2,000 a week in the first 3 months of beginning trader using my set and forget strategy. So if you want to know more about that, hit the link in the description below. I hope you guys found this video valuable. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take it easy, guys.